What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Joaquin Corrales, and in this video we're going to be talking about the $5 ad set. Dun 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 dun. Guys, when I'm sure all of you, everyone in this channel has heard of the $5 ad set, and what it basically says is that all you need to start advertising on Facebook is $5. Okay, there's a lot of people that say this. A lot of people use it as a play on words to make it seem like the barrier of entry to Facebook ads is so low that even if you only have $5, you could turn that into $1 million. Okay, and honestly and obviously that is not the truth when it comes to Facebook advertising, but the $5 Facebook ad is really true. Okay, there you could start with $5. You're not going to be able to turn it into a ton of money, but what you're essentially doing and what you do with Facebook ads is you buy data. Okay, what you do with Facebook ads, I can't even spell buy, just imagine this says, there we go, buy data. Okay, what you do with Facebook ads, whether you spend $100, whether you spend $500, what you're doing always for sure is you're buying data. Okay, whether those advertisements got you sales and made you money or not, it depends, but for sure, 100%, you're going to be buying data, okay? And so the whole point of running Facebook advertising, other than obviously to get sales and to get conversions, is to have enough data on your side where you know exactly what to target so that it's as the most effective, so it's as effective as possible for whatever it is that you're selling, right? Now, obviously, there are a couple of ways to look at this data. So one way that you're buying data is by feeding it into the pixel. Okay, so one of the ways in which you buy data is that the data gets put into your Facebook pixel, and so now you're able to run more powerful campaigns because your Facebook pixel is going to know who to go out there and actually target, right? Because of all the data that you fed into it. Another way that you can I guess use the data that you bought is by using breakdowns. Okay, so in your advertising manager, you have breakdowns, and this is gonna be a notepad only video. Later on, I'm gonna make some more videos into my ad account to show you guys more of this in there. But the theory behind this, and if you could understand what I'm gonna explain here, then you're gonna see how a $5 ad set can really be powerful, and what you're gonna be able to start doing with these $5 campaigns to start buying data that gets fed into your pixel and that you're able to use to create breakdowns that are ultimately gonna give you more powerful campaigns when it comes to selling your Shopify products, your training programs, or whatever it is that you're selling. So the first thing that you do, obviously, is that you have your campaign, right? So you have your campaign down here, and then a campaign is able to have multiple ad sets, right? So you have the ad sets over here, ad sets, ads, that says ads, no, ad set, there we go. So ad set here, and then the ad set has all the different ads. Okay, now how you use a $5 ad set, and the main goal of a $5 ad set, other than obviously to buy data, but that always happens anyways, is to test. Okay, there are a lot of different strategies when it comes to testing your Facebook advertisements, but the bottom line is that there is never going to be one strategy that you're going to be able to follow to go directly into your end goal. So the main goal of these $5 ad sets is to test, which is also going to allow us to buy data that is going to go into the pixel, and that we're going to be able to use with the breakdowns feature of Facebook to see, for example, what age ranges work best, what gender, what placements of your advertisement. So this is what I do, for example, when I start selling a new product, when we start a new webinar, when we sell a new training program, whatever it is, my software, anything that I run, okay, I do use $5 ad sets, okay, but I use them a little bit differently than maybe a beginner is thinking of this. So when you first start, for example, a Shopify product, let's use a Shopify product, for example, because a lot of people on the channel that sell Shopify stuff. So if you're going to start with your $5 ad sets, what you want to begin by targeting is basic interests. Okay, so you're going to target basic interests, and basically what this is that you don't want to bring to the table a general interest. For example, if you're selling something related to dogs, you don't want to target the word dogs, right? Because your pixel does not have enough data to go out there and just target this and get you results. Okay, more than likely it's not going to work, and you're going to lose a lot more money than if you start with basic interest, right? So for example, an example of a basic interest is something that would be very specific. Okay, for example, something very specific for a dog related product would be a store, right? A store that sells products related to dogs. So if you could target that in interest, or maybe a magazine that sells dog related products, so that is related to dogs. So things that are very specific, right? So by basic interest, I mean something that is very specific. And now the key here, and it's something that a lot of people mess up as well, is that when you're first starting with these $5 ad sets, what you want to do is you want to create a campaign. Okay, and this campaign is going to be a website conversions campaign. And then what you're going to want to do is every single ad set is going to be $5, right? So it's not only that you're starting with $5, you might be starting with $20, right? But the bottom line is that I'm going to put $5 here, right? I'm going to put 5 here. I'm going to put 5 here, and I'm going to put 5 here. And in every single one of these ad sets here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to target one interest, okay? I'm going to target one interest in there, because the bottom line is that if I'm testing a new product, if I'm testing a new webinar, a new something, I don't know what interest is going to work the best, okay? There's no way for anyone to give you that interest that is going to explode your product or explode your store. So then it becomes a game, right, of learning how to test for a cheaper amount of money, right, which is what I'm showing you guys here. So you start with $5, and every single ad set in here is going to be spending $5 to a single interest. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let this run. I'm just going to let this thing run because I want it, right, to buy more data. I want it to get more data so that I could see what is working better than others. And then what you do from that point forward is that you start knocking things off based on different criteria and all of that, but I'll leave that for some other videos. So this is how you go out there with a $5 ad set. And the $5 ad set is a real thing. But the bottom line is that you need to start multiple of them. And every single ad set needs to point to one interest, right? And the real key there is one interest, because what some people do is that they'll start a $5 ad set and they'll put in there like 10 interests, right? And then they'll start another $5 ad set and they'll put in there like 10 interests. And so you don't really know which interest is working unless you split it down to one interest each, right? And then the bottom line is that I want to leave this running from 24 hours, from 24 to sometimes even 48 hours, okay? Because what you guys are going to notice about Facebook advertising is that they're going to go a little bit like this, right? It's going to go up a little bit, then it's going to come down, then it's going to go up, then it's going to come down, then it's going to go up. And you have to love it when it's up here, and you have to love it when it's down here, and you have to understand that you can't be emotional about changing the budgets, right? Like this is another problem that a lot of people have, and it's that they'll start a $5 ad set, and maybe it sucks, right? Maybe it's terrible, but there's a lot of people adding to cart. There's a lot of people liking it. And if you would have left that ad for maybe a couple more days, it would have gone like this. Look, it would have gone like this. And then it would have gone down a little bit and then gone up and gone down, because that is Facebook advertising. You just get this with experience, right? You learn this through the experience of doing it over and over again and losing more and more money. That's why I think training programs are awesome, because they save you the money anyways, right? Like, for example, let's say a training program is $2,000, right? A super expensive, this is not super expensive, a premium training program, right? That has software, that has a whole bunch of cool stuff. Let's say it costs $2,000. Would you rather spend $2,000 on a training program that is going to save you time and that is going to save you, I don't know, let's say at least $10,000, right? Would you pay $2,000 to save a bunch of time and to save $10,000, or would you rather go out there and do this on your own and spend the extra time and probably lose the $10,000 in figuring all this stuff out that was already there, right? That's why when I see so many people that are so against like investing in themselves as far as training programs, like if you think about it like this, then it becomes obvious, right? Like you're just, instead of losing $10,000, you're investing $2,000, right? Because you're not losing it into saving you a bunch of time. And look, you're staying with $8,000 more. And so guys, if you haven't picked up the free training in the bio, I have a free training in the bio, 100% free, on how to start your own Facebook advertising agency, right? Which is obviously a little bit different than what we're talking about right here with these $5 ad sets, but it's info that you can use anyways. And in that free training, I'm going to show you guys how to go out there and how to find a client to run Facebook advertising for, and all the campaigns and all the things that you're going to need to know to start running running their ads, right? To start running the advertising for them. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and pick up that free course, 100% free. It's going to be awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the real reason why people talk about $5 ad sets. They're a real thing. I use them on a daily basis, but the whole point of them is to test. And then once you buy enough data and you know what is working, then you start scaling from there and you start spending more money. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you tomorrow on the next one.